What's going on, YouTube? Trucking and Life here one more time, guys. Guys and gals and gals and guys. Yeah. I thought I'd do this video, guys. You guys already seen the title. I really want to help out as much as I could, man. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, there's a lot of people out here that just don't know what's going on, guys. Well, some time ago, not too long ago, I was in a shop with another guy. He was in the shop too. It was an entire shop, and this driver, he had like a nice looking, it was a real nice looking KW, man. I mean, that boy was clean. I was like, man, bro, like, how long you had that thing, and you know what's going on with it? What's some details with it, right? What's it about? Woo, he started telling me. So we started talking. It was a convo starter, right? And he was like, yeah, I got 800 some thousand miles. I had just did overhaul, right? I'm like, overhaul? I like, how many miles? It's 800,000, right? I was like, what happened? Like how? My question is, I asked a lot of questions I want to know for myself, for one. And for two, why so early, right? I know stuff happens, you know, sometimes you get a lemon truck, the previous owner didn't take care of it like you took care of it, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, the stuff just happens, man. I get it, head gas is blown, you know, all type of stuff start happening, right? I get it. It happens, right? But I just wanted to know for my own ears. So we talking. He said, yeah, man, my oil and cooling was mixing, and right? I'm like, okay. I'm like, man, yeah, that's a sign that something going wrong. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything, but that's a sign that something definitely going wrong. And so he said, man, but the crazy part is it kept rolling right. It kept rolling okay, right? I was like, man, that's I said, man, you don't know what I would have did, man. Unless you got the money, then, you know what I'm saying, you get it fixed like he did. He had the money, so he got it fixed. If you ain't got the money and it's riding cool, man, you just got to keep spending some money on some cool and some oil. The ship going down anyway, man. I'm just saying. If it's going to go down in the blazing glory, baby. But I digress. Don't take my word for it, guys. Do what you do. So anyway, long story short, I said, well, let me ask you this, man. How often do you get your oil changed, right? Because we was talking on, and so it prompted me to ask that question. He said, I get my oil changed every 30,000 miles, right? Every 30,000 miles. And I was like, man, that must be cool to run full synthetic. He was like, I don't run full synthetic. I'm like, wait, hold on. You get your oil changed. I was like, how many miles a week do you do? Because I do about 2,000 to 3,000 miles a week, you know, on the high end. That's 3,000 times 4. That's 12,000 a month. So you go every 2.5 months to get an oil change for 30,000 miles? He's like, yeah, give or take. I said, man, that's your problem right there, bro. I said, I said, is that a synthetic blend? Or is this full synthetic? You know what I'm saying? You're like, nah, just regular conventional oil. I was like, yeah, that's your problem right there, bro. Like, you don't, guys, for the record, man, if you do 1,500 miles a week to 2,000 miles a week, you probably get away with every 10, 12,000 miles of your oil change, right? If your miles is above 500,000 or 600,000 miles, use high mileage oil additive like Lucas Oil Stabilizer. Now, I'm not sponsored by these guys or nothing. I'm just saying, I'm just giving you some little advice. High miles trucks, use Lucas Oil Stabilizer. It helps coat the inside the motor a lot better. But anyway, I was telling him, I'm like, man, bro, you can't go, because, you know, Swift and them, a lot of them big companies, they do that. They go like 25,000, 30,000. I said, man, don't do that. You'll kill that mule, man. You'll be need another overhaul in a minute. He said, oh yeah, because he didn't know. I like, yeah, don't go that, no. And one thing I would say, guys, and I'm gonna get to the point of the video as always. When I got my truck, nobody told me about the oil change. You're supposed to get your oil change this many miles. They said, here's the truck, go, right? I started asking questions. I asked people who've been in the game for a while, man, how long do you need to go between oil changes? You know what I'm saying? And OG broke it down to me. And I've been using it ever since, and it worked, man. It works. So going 20, 30,000 miles, guys, nah, don't do that unless you got, I'm thinking you got full synthetic in that joint. Nah, don't do that, man. Not conventional oil, guys. But I told him, I shared it with him, and I don't know what he did with it, but we never seen each other since then, so I don't know what's going on with the way he got going on, but hey, I told him. So anyway, if you're owner operator, guys, especially if you're a new owner operator out here, guys, Whether you leasing a truck, or whether you're responsible for the maintenance or not, or whether you got your own truck cash out, or whether you got your own truck, whatever. Here's just a rule of thumb. I mentioned a little earlier in this video, guys. 10, 12,000 miles. If you're running like 1,600 to 2,000 miles a week. If you're going above 2,000 miles to 3,000 mile mark or more, 2,000 or more, get it done every 16,000 miles, something like that. Don't go no 20, 18. Some guys squeeze 18 out of it, but I wouldn't do it because the oil is the life of the engine. So I wouldn't even take a chance, because that oil don't lubricate the engine right, your engine go kapooey. You know what I'm talking about? You need that mule to work. That's just my personal opinion on that. But anyway, my first year, if you're a new owner operator, guys, my first year, guys, I paid the called ignorant tax. Like I said, I mentioned this in the video. I got so many videos, I don't even know which one it was in, but this is one of them with talking about owner operators. When you make it through the part changes and all that stuff, you find you got your good mechanic, man. Until you find that point, you might pay some ignorant tax. You know what ignorant tax is? Ignorant tax is you don't know what's going on with your truck. All you want is get it fixed and get off the road. Well, my first year in this business, I paid at least $18,000 just in maintenance. Because I was paying what you call the ignorant tax. I didn't have a clue of what I was doing. I was going through some part changes. I was going through all these guys like, yeah, this right here, fix that. You right off the lot, same problem. Bring it back. Oh, well, if it ain't that, it's probably this right here. Right off the lot, same problem. Mind you, just because they guessing, don't mean you're not paying. You paying every time they guess. Oh, it wasn't that you right there. Like, is this right here? It gotta be this, because this is the only thing, this was left. If it ain't this, then I don't know what to tell you. All right, fix it, man. Just fix this. I just want to get up the road, man. Don't look at no smoky trucks, no leaning truck. Just fix it, man. And then you fix it, and it's still the problem still there. He's like, well, there's one more thing you can fix, but I'll try not to do that because it's more expensive. You're like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Now at that point you gotta draw a line. Like, hey, man, no, we ain't guessing. Are you guessing right now, man? That's what you're telling me on my expense. So, no owner operators out there, guys. It's good to ask a lot of questions. If you got somebody that's doing this business, grab their coattail and ride the crap out of it. Because if you don't, you're gonna pay a lot of money. I'll call ignorant tax. I did a video about again, I forgot. I mentioned this in the video about the Billy Bobs and the Susie Sues. Like, if you're on a road, you run a road and you get broke down somewhere in one of the little small towns, and they only got one repair shop, and you got to go to them. And they talk about, like, Billy Bob, we got one of them type of deals. You come in there like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Well, get some lubrication, baby, because you finna get greased. Because you don't know, and if a mechanic know you don't know, and they know, but you don't know what they know, and they know you don't know or have a clue. Unless they have a genuine heart or genuinely just really care about the trucks, a lot of times you'll get screwed, man. You'll get paid off. You'll pay the ignorant tax. Ignorant tax is if you pay what you don't understand or you don't know. So if you knew better, you would do better. But sometimes we don't know better, so we don't do better because we don't know. But I paid for this stuff, guys. I'm telling you, I paid for this stuff over the years, man. Like, trying to figure stuff out. Now, what I do now is I don't go to the ignorant tax no more all the time. Sometimes you ain't gonna know everything unless you're a mechanic. Mechanics know everything, but still, I found it out too. Man, look here. I done told the mechanic what was wrong. Like, hey, this is what's wrong, man. You're like, oh yeah, I would never. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm glad you knew that. I'm like, yeah, you ain't know that. You're like, not really. I'm like, well, as long as you got the power to fix it, could you fix it? Could you fix that? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I can fix it. I know how to fix it. Okay, cool. Let's get it done, right? But until you get to that point, you like, man, you like, I'm trying to guess it. You're trying to guess the stuff. The mechanic guessing that stuff. It got to a point I had a parts department. Now, don't get me wrong. You want to make sure you don't overspend on the parts because you think it's one thing, and it might not be that. But me, at one point I had a parts department, man. I had like so many parts of things I thought I needed and I didn't need it, but I held on to it anyway in case I needed it. In some cases, you might need it later on down the line, so I held on to some stuff. And it's so much to this game, guys. I can't go to all of it in this video. This video will be too long, man. Because some dealerships, let's say you got a dealership part, right? I'll say this. Let's say you got a dealership part. I'm going to give you a real case scenario. It was a wire harness I needed for my truck. A wire harness, guys. It was a wire harness. It's about that, I don't know, that big, man. Not big at all. Right? And in a major city, that wire harness cost $130 for that wire harness, right? And at this time, I was running regional. So I went out to like the middle of nowhere to a dealership out there, that part only costs $30. Same part. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine if I didn't know that, I would have paid $100 and something for that part, and I could have got it for $30. Because what happened is some dealerships, they'll charge you based on the traffic that comes through the area. A lot of traffic comes through the area, they up the price. Because there's more traffic, they know most customers will go to that dealership versus not, everybody ain't gonna call around to like the out somewhere else because they'll go where they at because they need their part. More likely need their part right now. So they're gonna raise the price. So that's something you can learn too. If you run like past different dealerships, guys, with your truck, you need parts for it, call around different dealerships. If like say you pass by 3 dealerships going on your route and you run that route a lot, call all 3 and do a price comparison, guys. So you make sure that you get the best price on that part if they got it available. Now if they ain't got the parts available, you gotta pay that highway tax, I call it. That's that convenient tax. But if you get a chance, just call around and see which ones is more reasonable, because some places will raise the price, man. It just, man. Anyway, all new owner operators out there, guys, here's the rule of thumb, guys. Learn as much as you could about your truck. Even if you don't drive, you just own a truck. Read up on it, find out what's common problems with that truck, and kind of have an idea of how to maintain that truck. Because at the end of the day, it's your pockets that's coming out with the dough, man. And I know business owners that run trucks, they don't know. I was with this one more story. I know sometimes people relate to stories better than just telling stuff, right? Because I've been out here a while, man. I knew this one owner, and I was leased on to his company. It was his company. It wasn't my company. But by that time, I'd have been through the ringers with the owner-operator business. I'd have been through the part changes and, ignorant tax. I've been down that road. I don't know how long he's been in his business, but he's been there a nice little minute. His truck broke down. One of his company trucks broke down. And I seen his truck broke down on my way where I was going. I stopped. Guys, tell me, I asked him, I said, hey, man, you'll come take care of this? He was like, I don't know about trucks. I'm going to have to call a repair person. I said, wait before you call him, man. Let me at least take a look. Cause I just pulled over. And I got his truck up and running for him, guys. Now, mind you. And I was like, okay, well, what? Because I want somebody to do it for me. You know what I'm saying? I helped to get his truck up and running. And the driver was happy. He was happy, right? So some other things happened a little bit later on. I'm like, hey, I asked the boss, man, I said, hey, man, do you know anything about your trucks? He didn't have a clue about none of his trucks. I think he had like 4. I said, man, how you stay in the business so long if you don't know nothing about your trucks? He said, they break, I just fix it. I said, okay, that's cool, I guess. Man, if you got the money to do it, I guess, man. But I would still know something about my truck, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, this whole purpose of this video is in case you find yourself being an owner-operator, new owner-operator, guys, man, learn as much about your truck as you could. Look up under that hood, man. If you got drivers that's driving for you, you know how they see that truck. When they come in town, they park the truck, make it your business, go by and do a onesie over all your trucks. Yourself. Or have somebody that you trust to look over your trucks, because it's hard enough being owner-operator by yourself, a one-man show trying to keep one truck on the road, right? If you don't know what's going on. Let alone if you got a fleet. You gotta really get your eyeballs on it, man. Really look at your truck, really look at it, man. Like really pop that hood and really look at it, because at the end of the day, my motto is, I got a rule of thumb, whatever go wrong, I want to catch it in my yard versus catching it on the road. There's been plenty of days, guys, plenty of days where I actually did a pre-trip, I actually did the stuff, I checked stuff, and before you know it, boy, and I might share this story one day later on down the road. I know some of you guys relate to stories like I just mentioned earlier, versus just talking about it. Well, I drove, man. I drove almost 300 miles. Every like 10, 15 miles, I stop at the oil in it. I might share that story one day, but you guys want to hear that story one day, leave it in the comments below, guys. I'll see what I can do, because when you're out there on the road, man, it's sink or swim, man. And like I said, when you want to operate out here getting at this game, guys, it's sink or swim. And if you don't know what you're doing, you paying too much in maintenance or paying too much ignorant tax could put you out of business. It could put you out of business. You go broke trying to maintain a truck. Just one, let alone a fleet. If you don't know what you're doing, or have a good mechanic on hand, or have somebody to show you what to do or how to do it. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, guys, I gotta get about it. I got things to do around here. You know what I'm talking about? So anyway, all right, YouTube. Hope this video was helpful. Give you a little understanding of what's going around. And I'll see you guys in the video. Peace.